Well, I guess today's show is, oh, that's hot. Expats who come into this country, the Philippines, and I really don't understand why they come here with pre-existing health conditions, and more so, they don't address their problems. They come here with high sugar, high blood, or other problems. And the purpose, of course, is coming here, they want a better life, or they're looking for the chicks and all that stuff. You know, I get it, but wouldn't you be in a lot better shape and want to live your retirement if you at least get rid of one of your vices, or would get your weight situation under control, or, you know, get proper treatment for a chronic skin infection or whatever it might be. This has always puzzled me why anybody comes here and they come here with health conditions that are just really not very conducive of living here in the Philippines, because it's not the most, to begin with, you know, it's not the most hygienic place in the world here. It's really not. And I think you put yourself at risk coming here to the Philippines if you are coming here with all these pre-existing problems. Now, I've made observations in all the years I've lived out here, and I look at the expats that come here. The majority of them that I've seen, it would be definitely majority, are definitely what's considered overweight, way over their BMI, the body mass index. And they are subject to, if they don't already have, diabetes and heart conditions and atherosclerosis. Now, yeah, it is sort of a health show, but it's really having to do with expats here. And at least my observations, you know, I just came back from my doctor's because I wanted to do a follow-up on this, whatever I had. I picked up on my trip, and I must blow my nose 50 times a day. He said, I already had you on a 3-day deal of antibiotics. We don't want to go any more than that. And I'm not pro-antibiotics. I want to get that straight out. Because, again, let's examine the word. Anti means against, bio means life, against life. And it not only kills the bad bacteria, if that's what you have, other than viral, but it kills your good bacteria too. It's not a good thing to have. And you should be at least 6 months apart on any antibiotics that you're taking, at least 6 months apart. That's why any responsible doctors will ask you and say, you know, when's the last time that you've had antibiotics? To be honest with you, responsible doctors will tell you, no, let's find another way around this. You know, I get into trouble all the time. This morning I splashed gasoline in my eye while filling my generator. Power's off. Maintenance, you know, and it, you know, the container went kerplunk and had to clean out my eye. And I said, no, not this eye. That's the eye I just saw an ophthalmologist. I'm okay though. I flushed it out with water and whatever. I seem okay. Okay, point being here. Like my doctor seems to think, he has Mr. B. He says, you're in good physical condition for your age. Enjoy the rest of your life, he said. Okay, well said, well taken. But I do believe in preventive maintenance, which, you know, could prevent certain future problems. You know how I'm into supplementation and all that stuff. It's by no accident I do that. A lot of people don't care. I mean, I've spoken to many foreigners, and they come out here and they're overweight, they drink a lot, smoke in combination. I don't care, if I die, I die. You know, I'm thinking, apparently they don't have a partner that they love, or a wife. Because maybe they'd be thinking a lot differently, I would say. I do have a partner, a life partner that I love and care about. And it's bad enough I've got one vice. I don't want any more. But in my way of thinking, which is not totally correct, but we are all exposed. It's not an excuse. I mean, not at all. There is none. But what I think I subconsciously did for the past 4, 5 decades, for at least 4 decades, 40 years, I always got into antioxidants, you know, supplementation that helps make your cells stronger, to make your immune system strong, to fight against what we call, you know, the free radicals that run through our body every single day, every one of us. You're exposed, especially if you live in the big cities, you're exposed to a tremendous amount of free radicals. You know, the carbon imprint that's leaving everywhere from buses, trucks, cars, trikes, motorcycles, buses, dump trucks, everything out there, you know. It's pretty bad in Cebu, and it's worse in Manila. And it's a lot worse in Baguio, because I just came back from there. Oh my God. Sucking down green tea. What'd I do, man? And my doctor, he does get a kick out of me. He does. And I can understand why. I'm not a hypochondriac when it comes to health. I'm just simply a person who knows about his own body, a person who studied a little bit of biology. I did, actually. I know a little about human anatomy, both, well, a very small level, community college level biology and chemistry. Couldn't continue the chemistry because I was lousy at math. Better than some people on here, but lousy as math, on math. So, but I did study a lot about human anatomy, and to this day, I do all the time. You think I may be watching all these local YouTube channels having to do with the Philippines, but I'm not really. The majority of the time, I'm actually just looking up stuff that's interesting to me, you know. It doesn't have to be health, it could be all kinds of shit, really. Certain things going on in the world. I don't really follow much going on in the United States, except I know Trump is trying to run again. I don't know. Son of a bitch will probably get in there. We won't get into that politics. I am generally, and I don't know what it is that I hate to admit it to myself, that besides any normal aches and pains, you know, you got maybe some allergies. I got other things. I mean, I've got a hiatal hernia, which is in the esophagus, it will bother me. What else? I've got allergies. My blood pressure's good. All my other organs seem to be holding up. My lungs sounded clear. Took a spirometry test this past year as I presented on my show, and it showed that I have any COPD. Thank my lucky stars. Huh? It doesn't mean I won't. I'm 69 already. I mean, even if I did, I should be able to live whatever life I'm going to live. No excuse. I mean, you know, I come on my show all the time and I talk about these health topics. Gee, Frank, you're a hypocrite because, you know, you're smoking. I guess you'd say I am in a sense, but I think one of the reasons that I ever really started getting into, it's been a hard thing for me to quit, okay? I could quit, I know that, because I've done it before. Not for long periods of time. I know I could quit, but it's just like putting your mind to it and just doing it. That's the only thing that stops it. Or maybe I have a lot of unfinished business I need to take care of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think you know. It's an excuse, it's a cop-out. Let's just call it what it is. That's the way my show is. I will call it like it is. I don't hold anything back about myself in regards to being hypocritical. Well, Frank, you smoke, but you're taking all these supplements and everything. Well, good for me. And I'm at least doing some good things for my body. Besides now getting on the treadmill every day for a couple of miles. I'm doing the best I can. There's a God, karma, Mother Nature, genetics. That's, you know, that's going to determine how long I live. I make no excuses about my vice. I don't make any excuses at all. Well, I mean, I do, okay, in a sense. Well, you know, and all that. God, who do I just sound like just now? It's scary. I good like. So what I guess I'm trying to say is I don't understand the attitude of a lot of expats that come here. And you could look at them and you could see they're just so physically unhealthy. Their weight, their face, they got infections in their legs and feet chronically for years. And they don't want to take any drastic action about it. So we feel sorry for them? No. It's their business. Let them take care of it. I already talk about this stuff on here. That's all I do. You can either take my advice or not. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a guy that, I don't know, took interest in his own body for the most part, you know. And I do things my way, but I study things first before I do them. Every supplement I take, I could be overdoing some of them, actually. I'm not really. I know that one of the biggest killers of all of us, atherosclerosis, you start getting that from age 40. You hear what I just said? As your arteries are getting clogged, cigarette smoking doesn't help. It adds to it. Eating the skin off chicken, eating lots of red meat all the time, saturated fats. Oh yeah. You want to know how nasty it is? Cook a steak and let the juice from the steak, put it in a cup, put it in your refrigerator for a couple hours. Go take a look at it. How it all congeals and turns white. That pasty white stuff, that's what's clogging your arteries, my friend. So I do other things, certain supplements I take that help with that kind of stuff. No harm. If it doesn't help, it certainly ain't going to hurt. In fact, it probably is helping, and I just don't really know that. It's my money to spend anyway. It's the way I do things, okay? You don't have to do anything the way I do it. But this is the way I chose to do it. But I just noticed this. The majority of the bloggers in the Philippines blogging community that I seen on camera, or that goes on camera, or maybe I've seen them before, either in person or a cameo on camera, they're looking like shit. A lot of them are definitely overweight. So I'm thinking, all the insult throwing to me and all that stuff. If I want to be a bad guy, I could just, pardon me, I'm just sipping my tea a lot because my throat, I'm still not over this. When I get sinus things going on, believe me, I get, you wonder why I wear sunglasses a lot? You want to know the truth? It's not because it makes me better looking than I normally am. Staring at a screen kind of straightens my eye. I've got a cornea problem on this eye. It's actually abrased, probably from years ago. It makes my eyes kind of sensitive, besides my allergies. So I'm not on here to put the glasses on to have a James Dean image or something like that. There's always a purpose why I wear glasses, a lot, you know. I wear them on cloudy days because UV radiation also affects you on a cloudy day. A lot of us don't think about our eye health. A lot of us don't think about anything, certainly the ones on YouTube. Christ. All the very people that knock me all the time, they're the very people I'm talking about. Every single one of them. I know what they look like. I know what their weight's like. And I've seen examples of what they eat, okay? And I know that they're an accident, emergency waiting to happen. But, forgive me, some people really don't give a shit. They have an attitude, I'm going to do this, every vice in the world, and I'm going to eat, throw down all those Oreos, throw down all the saturated fat, eat as much sugar, drink Coca-Cola every day, eat high-fat caloric foods, overdo your carbohydrates. What do you think is going to happen from that? I mean, seriously, what do you think is going to be the result of that? Then when the heart attack finally comes, why did it happen to me? I'll tell you exactly why. Because you use a shovel for your food instead of a spoon. And you're putting all the wrong shit. You're not eating enough fruits and vegetables. You're not taking any supplementation at all. I try not to cough to clear my throat right now because I'm getting a lot of nasal, post-nasal drip. Shit, 40 times a day I blow my nose until this thing, excuse the expression, blows over. So I can't control what people on YouTube do with their lives. I can't control, well, I can't control some things legally, obviously. Yeah. But other than that, I could just give you advice. I must be carrying on some because why would I even discuss this with you guys, right? Okay? I'm not a selfish person like you think I am. And as much as you think that, you know, I wish you were dead. No, some of you I just wish would suffer. I don't necessarily wish death. I think some people have to learn from their lessons. Learn a few lessons. What to do and what not to do on social media. Take a lot of trouble, a lot of legal woes and stuff like that. Blende, good. So, shovel that shit in your mouth. Look, I'm not saying that you can't eat hamburgers here and there. I'm not saying you can have a steak here and there. I'm not saying you can't do that. Within limits. A lot of leafy green vegetables, fruits. If you want to eat chicken, boneless, skinless. I know that the skin is the nicest part of it. That's all the cholesterol. And don't use vegetable oil, regular vegetable oil when you fry. Extra virgin olive oil. I talk to you about this all the time. And I also suggest that you take a half a teaspoon before you go to bed at night. That's when most heart attacks happen, is early in the mornings. Very early in the morning, overnight, you know, to about 10 o'clock a.m. the next day. People are going to have a heart attack from atherosclerosis or whatever. That's when it happens. And this gives you 30% benefit. Extra virgin olive oil. I kid you not. 30% less chance of experiencing a heart attack overnight. But don't listen to me. Hell, I even taught some doctors. You can believe this crap. I really have. They follow all the Western medical training that they have, but they really don't know anything about nutrition. Like my gastroenterologist guy I had to see in the past. He was telling me to take omeprazole, which is an acid blocker. Turns off your acid pump, so your stomach's not getting all this acid. If you had GERD, which I had bouts of GERD, that's how I did something to my throat, to Barrett's esophagus. See, I've got ailments, but nothing that's really life-threatening, and, you know, you get ailments as you get older, but I'm actually in good physical shape. I need to lose a little bit around my belly. Not a big deal. I'm at a really good weight. What is it, 78 kilos right now. I gained about 2 kilos from this trip, actually. I was a naughty boy, but I went for what was available. You know, hard to find a salad shop anywhere. Used to have one in the Yellow Mall, but they took it away. Had the cough. So that's my basic advice. If you want to live in the Philippines and you really want to enjoy chasing ass and all that stuff, and you want to be healthy enough to do it without having a heart attack, try to take care of yourself a little better. Get your weight down. What happened to Nico? Did he have a heart attack or something? Something happened. He hasn't been on. Whatever. Don't worry about everybody else's problems. I just try to take care of my own. Which, when I think about it, I don't really have that many problems. Boredom every now and then. But, hey, welcome to the Philippines. You know, see, I really need to blow my nose, but I'm holding back until I finish my show here. 40, 50 times a day I'm blowing my nose. 40, 50 times until this thing goes over. Well, anyway, I hope you learned something about in my show today. Everybody needs to take care of themselves. Nobody else is going to do that for you. Sure, you can enjoy the chicks out here. There's some really beautiful Filipinas out here, and why not go for it, man? It's whatever turns you on. But I think one thing that people don't understand is that having good companionship will help you live longer than being single and being a nomad and running around chasing ass all the time. It just doesn't work. I can name a number of people that are doing that, and it just never works. Humans need companionship. They need somebody to love. And foreigner, I want to know what love is. I want you to show me some of the lyrics on there. I'll put the link on here. I like that song. Well, you know what? I know what love is. I thought I did in the past, but I probably fooled myself. I look at it this way. If you had lovers in the past and you're not with them now, it probably wasn't real love. Good one. Right? I'm with a woman now 8 years. I know it's love. I'm a logistics man in many ways. And believe me, I always say I'm smarter than I look. I examine things inside out, upside down, east, west, south, north, before I make a decision to do anything, buy anything. I'm not that stupid. Not even close. Now, to close this off, I would say that the retirement years are supposed to be the best years. You don't have to work, punch a time clock anymore. And sure, it's okay to chase all the chicks. You know, that's fine if that's what you want to do. But at least be responsible, use protection or have them, whatever. Be responsible to get pregnant. It's your responsibility, you ask why. It really is. But in order to engage in this activity, you've got to be healthy. You're a heart attack waiting to happen. You try to impress all these chicks, or you try to impress your friends. Hey man, I nailed 5 of them this week. Yeah, I doubt it, but whatever. Hyperbole. A real man nails 5 women a week or has a different woman every single night. That's not true. And I doubt any of these guys that are boasting about that kind of shit. I think they're full of shit. That's my thought on that. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed my show. Hope you learned something from this. And respect your body as best as you can. Doing bad things to your body, don't do it. Like I always say, I went to the doctor. He goes, doctor, it hurts when I do this. The doctor said, then don't do that. Huh? Is the doctor right? Then don't do it. So if something's causing you a problem, stop doing it. If you're running your mouth on YouTube, stop doing it. You're going to be in jail. See what I'm saying? I think you do. Have a good day.